Having a comedian for a friend is like having a lawnmower for a car.
I got a soft spot in my heart on for crack babies. That's what I've learned.
And then Jesus is like, you know what? Fuck you. And he turned into a fucking owl.
We're only doing this because we have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
I mean, you kept texting me. It was like, it's 6 a.m, whatever time it is. I don't know what time it is. Something.
It's 6:55.
And I was like,
and I'm drinking whiskey into the light hours of the day.
Yeah. If we're going to bother each other, we might as well fucking make it an episode or something, you know?
I'm just trying not to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I think you're trying not to do the same.
Yeah, you know, if I have time, I'll not kill myself, but, you know.
Aren't they sweet? Aren't they just a couple of
What are these fucks talking about?
They're really great because you know what?
Yeah.
I can skin them and I can cook them up if supplies get low.
Skin them up, cook them up, eat them up, yum.
Get some cat meat. You ever had cat meat?
Cat face.
You ever got cat meat?
I never got. No, I never did.
And now I'm gonna have to fuck somebody else from the Comedy Store. It's like a vicious cycle. I'm gonna have to fuck another comedian to get over this comedian. It's just gonna be. It's like it's a whole new level of sadness fucking a comedian. Have you ever fucked a comedian?
I have.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I have.
You had to go to all the shows. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's
My patented saying is, having a comedian for a friend is like having a lawnmower for a car. That's what I always say. I've said it for years. I've said it for years, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
It's like having a monocycle for a car. Now I'm going to have to fuck another comedian. You know what? I'm going to have to do it. It's a vicious cycle. You can't get over one comedian unless you fuck another one. It's like they all know each other. It's horrible.
I mean, yeah.
And now they're all going to know like that I need fucking labiaplasty. They're all going to know that like my roast beef curtains are fucking effervescent and overflowing. And it's like, now there's going to be all these rumors about me.
Does it look like Yin Yum from Star Wars?
It's like, it looks like you can slice that shit up. You can put it on a fucking sandwich and you know, like, it looks like it needs mustard. If you were to put it between 2 slices of rye bread, it would need It would need a serious amount of mustard, and honestly, I would like some vegetables.
I fucked a deli meat broad, and I don't know. I have a hard time believing you got that. Oh, I wrote a song about these owl ladies. I didn't write a song. I just came up with one.
Tell me about this. You keep saying this owl lady thing. Will you please pontificate on this?
Owl ladies and they're falling in the midnight sun. Owls love a tawny son of a gun. Owl ladies tonight, night. That's my little song about owl ladies. We're going to get into it. We're not going to get into it right yet because right now you're going to tell us about your romantic woes.
Can you explain more about the owl ladies? I would like to understand.
Well, you know, like it's like anything. It's like you got wolfmen. It's like werewolves. You got werewolves. You got Japanese fox maidens, you got bird women, right? And I was gonna do let's do an episode about bird women, but that's like we're not ready to go. Like we're just gonna go into one small facet of bird women, which is owl ladies. We're not even ready for the whole fucking, smorgasbord that is bird women. We're gonna just, hold tight. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. This is my book, Human Animals, right? And you could see were-foxes, were-vixen, lion men, tiger men, human serpents, bird women, scapegoats. Yeah. So,
That is worth snorkeling about. I 100% agree, man. I think I probably am an owl lady. And it's like, I'm just waiting for like my certificate degree to come into the mail. Like you are officially an owl woman. Look at me. Look at this. Is this not owl? Look at my hair. Look at these eyes. Everything about me is owl.
Yeah, okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I hang on very tightly to the
Owl the
perch.
single ladies, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We got somebody says, "Love you guys too much. Glad you're back together."
Is this on YouTube?
Says Cannon.
You need to show me
Pretty sure it's
everything.
Nick Cannon.
Do you think Lord H to the double H, do you think if you were floating in space, like it appears that you're floating now, like let's just say like you happen to be like in Ad Astra movie with Brad Pitt and you were like his co-partner, would you be happy looking down at the blue ball of the earth? Do you think that you just at a few light years away from the earth, do you think you would find happiness and solace at a remote distance from all the insanity, desperation, and hatred that is what the earth is made of?
Well, you know, I'm really glad you asked me that actually, because I actually have something, a story that relates exactly to what you just fucking asked me, basically.
Is it from your book of story?
Weird. No, no, it's from fucking Homegirl. Who's the homegirl that you introduced me to? The blonde lady, right? She's a blonde lady. She's in Santa Monica. She's a therapist.
Do you still talk to her? Oh my god!
I know. I stopped going to see her like a couple months ago, but
she started charging me. Wait! What's her name? Don't tell me! Don't tell me. What the fuck was her name? I have her card. What's her name? She was a great therapist.
Darcy.
Darcy.
Isn't it Darcy? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, my new therapist is Olivia, and I missed her call. She's supposed to do a call.
Newton-John.
She's actually a real badass. She's a badass, honestly. She's a little bit Spanish and.
In Xanadu, Kubla Khan, the pleasure palace did decree. No. So, you know, she did the somatic therapy with me, right? And,
yeah.
And so, like, sometimes I would come away from that shit feeling like I was on ecstasy, like my legs felt like jelly, and sometimes I would go into like a whole thing. And one time I actually had not a spiritual experience, but an anti-spiritual experience. If that makes any sense.
You sound like you're speaking the language that Mark Maron would love right now. Honestly, I don't know why I say that, but
all right, well,
anti-spiritual. I mean, okay, go ahead.
Sure.
What did you say?
Well, I was like, she wanted me to like revisit some fucking childhood trauma or something. And I don't know. I was trying to find some shit, and I was like in my childhood recounting something, and I was angry about something. I don't even remember exactly what the story was, what the memory was, but it was something that made me kind of angry. And then all of a sudden, I found myself in space, like I am now behind me, and I was kind of floating, like, because when you go into somatic therapy, you're breathing. You feel every part of your body. Like you can, like when you get angry, your temperature raises, and you can actually feel the blood in your body raise degree by degree by degree, because you can feel everything. And the movement of your breathing sometimes makes you feel like you're on the water, like you're in the waves, and you're just going up and down or something. And what was happening to me is I was kind of hurtling helplessly through space, and I was like completely helpless and just kind of like tumbling over and over again. And I just knew in that moment that there was nothing out there, and that was beautiful. Like there was like tears started streaming down my face, and I was like, I knew that I was going to die in space, and I was like ecstatic about that. And I was just like sort of hurtling through space, and the beauty of the absolute vacuum of nothingness, the beauty of it was so overwhelming that I was just, tears were streaming down my face. And I knew that there was nothing. The only like higher beings are actually like bad ones, like bad. There are like there's no God, but there are things out there that are like bad. And I kind of
Really?
yeah, and I kind of sense them. They're almost kind of like just ancient entities that like they could just as easily like time means nothing to them, so they could just as easily like torture you for 1,000 years or like go to 7-Eleven and have a snack. It's either way, it's fucking meaningless to them. And then the
Wow.
knowledge of that led me to believe that actually, though human beings are actually a cancerous creature on the earth because we destroy the earth, the concept of goodness and altruism is a human invention. We created that. We invented that. We came up with that idea. So despite how terrible we are, we actually came up with this thing that everybody gives credit to God and whatever bullshit. So that filled me with some comfort. But when she snapped me out of it, I was like, I had like it was like an anti-religious experience. It was an anti-spiritual experience. And when those kinds of things stopped happening with her, with sessions with her, it's kind of when I decided to stop going. So
When did that happen?
I don't remember. It was like a while ago. That was like last fall, maybe something like that, or during the summer or something like that. I don't recall exactly. So anyway, you just happened to touch on an actual story of a thing that happened to me. So it
So you,
happened to
you don't
me.
talk to her anymore?
No, she hit me up. She was like, hey, you can come, do a Skype session or whatever. But the thing is, I was paying out of pocket for her. Like my
Mhm.
insurance didn't cover it, and it was just like, and I was going every other week. And then after a while, it's like, all right, I should probably just save money because I'm paying $120 every other week, So like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, but I did have some great, things there, great moments in that whole situation. Some weird. Oh man, I don't even remember some of them, but yeah, some weird fucking
Yeah,
things.
she was cool. Doesn't
Mm.
just she makes it look sexy, right? Doesn't she make it look sexy?
She does. I don't know. Did you ever do the somatic shit with her?
No.
That's what I did. It's kind of like it's almost kind of like hypnotism. It's like it's weird. It's like you go into like a meditative trance thing that she guides you into. It's bizarre, but
Can I tell you a secret?
yeah,
In the last 30 seconds,
yeah.
I've gone ahead and unblocked him on all platforms again.
Oh no, what does that mean? I don't know exactly.
It doesn't mean
He's already blocked
anything.
you though, right?
He's only blocked me on one of my platforms. Here's the thing. The last thing I said to him, and he's very sensitive, okay?
Yeah,
He might seem like a thug, he might seem like a fucking gangster, but
he doesn't.
at heart,
Mm-hmm.
he's just a little baby. He needs a little
Mm-hmm.
meow, he needs a little cradle.
Hmm.
And
Has he been to prison?
surprisingly, no, I did ask if he had been to the pen.
Yeah.
But it turns out, because he likes to talk about bitches in the pen, and I'm like, well, have you been to the pen? And it's like, no, you haven't.
Yeah. It's an
So
angle. You need an angle in comedy.
anyway, let's just take a moment to our sponsor, a Bullet Rye whiskey. If you ever would like to sponsor Let's Kill Ourselves, this is a whiskey I would like to kill myself too. This is a whiskey I would like to vomit multiple times to. I will crash my BMW to this whiskey and report it as a hit and run. This is a
Mm-mm-mm.
whiskey. What? This is a whiskey I fully support. It's Bullet Rye. It's not sweet. It's not bourbon. The label's green.
Mm.
It's for like Beetlejuice type people. People
Yeah.
that have double-headed beasts coming out of their mouths sometimes. It's a little bit of sci-fi.
Yeah.
This is the whiskey we support. And
We're also brought to you by Squarespace.
I hope you will. I hope
Fuck
you
those
will.
cocksuckers.
I hope you will sponsor it. I unblocked him everywhere just because I happen to write that wonderful song about him eating my ass.
I like that song.
It's a good song,
It's a
right?
good song, yeah. pretty killer shit.
I try. No, but you know,
'Cause I can't make you love me.
yeah.
Dra.
You know what? And it doesn't mean anything nowadays. You think like you eat somebody's ass and it's like, oh,
No.
like y'all are bonded
You
because
go
like
on a Tinder date. These Zoomers, let me tell you about these Zoomers. They go on a Tinder date, and it's like you show somebody 3 Baby Yoda memes, and the next thing you know, they're eating your asshole out. That's how it works. That's how these things work now.
have
Right?
you experienced that?
What?
A Tinder date where she just goes straight to your fucking
No,
ass?
I'm talking about Zoomers. I'm not a Zoomer. So
You're not a Zoomer? What are we doing now? We're Zooming.
no. Zoomers are what they call the kids of Generation Z.
Okay,
I
yeah,
just learned that today. So
wait, we're millennials. I know I'm like the last millennial. I'm like in the
you're a
last
millennial. I'm not. I'm a Generation Y.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
Because you have to be 1982 and
yeah.
up is millennial.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
Generation
I'm
Y.
80. I'm 82, so I am a
As in,
millennial.
why am I still alive?
Why am I still alive? What the
Mhm.
fuck? Why haven't I been killed by one of so many fucking hooker clients?
Yeah.
Why haven't I been killed? I remember one guy didn't pay me and he like I had to meet him at a Starbucks in fucking Malibu years ago, some dude off seeking arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
And all he tried to do, he kept trying to fucking take a picture of my tits and I kept pushing him off and he kept trying to, and he wouldn't give me the money up front. Like this
At
is like how I had to,
Starbucks?
yeah, some Starbucks
Didn't
down
you
in
once
Malibu.
take a check or something and then the check didn't cash?
It was in red ink. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, that guy,
Yeah.
I came like fucking 8 times with that guy. So it's like I couldn't have been mad about it, but I was like, there was something about his dick, the way it fit with me. It was like I came like fucking 9, 10 times with that guy. So like, I went to cash a check.
That's a
I'm like, all
song.
right.
Something about his dick, the way it fit. Something.
Is
I don't know.
it?
You know. Anyway, sorry. Continue. You went to
I
cash
hate
it. And what?
myself. I hate all my parts. It's like, why are they connected to me? Why am I the fucking arbiter of all of my parts?
Carts.
I hate it. All my parts.
Oh, parts. Yeah.
I had a man stick his tongue in my ear, in my fucking armpit.
Yo,
one
the sun.
time.
You gotta. Okay, stay there because when you move your head.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's kind of poetic. He
Mm.
tried to stick his tongue in my fucking pit one time. He was trying to train me to be a switch at Sanctuary LAX by the airport.
Did that tickle you, or did you just not care?
So disgusting. If you had seen what he looked like, he had a cane. He was one of these.
I've seen that guy there. I've seen him.
He's one of these heavy breathers.
I've seen that guy.
Heavy breathers with all the fucking wrinkles pushed in. It's like he's just been around for too long. It's all crunched in.
He's the ancient one.
And it's like he's got a lot of saliva in his mouth. It's disgusting.
He's so old that his hands and feet are cloven.
He put me in a bird cage. Do you know the bird cage over there?
I just seen the bird cage.
It was awful.
What happened when you were in the? Was it at a party or was it?
I remember he was training me to be a switch, and it's like, you know what? I can't fucking do this. I was there with a 71-year-old fucking switch with her fucking magic wand and fucking 9-inch nails, all this shit. He was so disgusting. I remember the last time I saw him, we went out to eat somewhere down by the marina, and I ordered some salmon. And he admitted to me, he's like, all I want. Can I tell you the most disgusting word in the English dictionary?
Sure.
The most disgusting word that I have ever encountered in all my years as a fucking super fucking I don't know, like a super fucking useless easily replaceable bot.
Mm-hmm.
He said all he wanted was companionship. If that's not the most disgusting word you have ever heard, I got up from a meal.
The cane guy said that?
Yeah, I ordered salmon and I got up from my meal. I was like, I'm so sorry, but like, you're gonna drop the C word? Companionship? I was like, there's no fucking way.
Was he technically
No,
your boss or something also?
he was training me to be a switch. It
Right.
was awful.
Does
It
he
was
own the place? What's his deal? Does he own that place? Sanctuary?
no one respects him.
Uh,
It's like a comedian at the comedy store. No one cares.
is he though? Is he
Right?
also? No, he's not. He's not
What?
also. He's not also a comedian at the comedy store. You're
No, no,
being
he's probably dead
metaphorical.
by
I see.
now. Oh, he's dead. That was a metaphor. He's
Mm.
probably dead by now. And if he's not, like, wow, like he's probably just like a puddle of drool at this point.
Mm.
Like, you remember he had his tongue right in my armpit. He was like, "Oh, you don't like that?" And I was like,
Mm.
"How the fuck are you seriously asking me this question right now? Like, how do I not like your tongue in my fucking armpit? You disgusting piece of
He's
shit. Like,
probably
what?
just a head in a jar in a bird cage, attached to wires, attached to a computer.
What's that Beatles song about a face in a jar?
I don't recall a Beatles song about that.
It was a Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby,
Her
her
face,
face in a jar is a.
by the door.
Her head's in a jar and she's
What is it
connected to the
for?
computer Commodore 64. Eleanor Rigby, she's just a head in a jar connected to a Commodore 64. Father Mackenzie,
And your
writing
best
the
friend,
thing-do-da-dee.
and,
What?
and your best friend, let's just call him Lord Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, whatever we call him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, he really hurt my feelings. Doesn't even text me. He refuses to text me, and I just gotta ask you. Can
Yeah.
I just say? Can I say that my nickname for you? It's
Sure.
not your one. Like A-Rod. Like honestly, A-Rod. And I've waited tables on Rod, the basketball player Rod. What's his last name? Rod. He's like light skinned black dude.
Oh,
Rod.
Dennis Rodman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's not light skinned, but
He's kind of light skinned.
okay.
And like when I was waiting tables at the graveyard shift at Jerry's Famous Deli before they closed on fucking La Cienega and Third or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He came in one night. He had like fucking 8 bitches with him, and like he was all surprised that I was like, all fucking okay, y'all calm down. What the fuck does this fucking bitch want? And that's why he liked me. I'm just saying, why can't I get a fucking break? It's like I'm not asking for much. Like I'm like, okay, could I get a record deal? Could I get a boyfriend? Could I just get one thing that would just make me not want to fucking die? And you know what the answer is? It's like, no. Actually, what you could get in this pandemic is like 6 of your friends gone. And I'm talking
kicking the dick.
Honestly, my cat over there, she wonders why she's stuck here. She wonders what her karma is that she's stuck in my 2-bedroom. That's what I'm dealing with.
Eleanor Rigby brushes the owl lady's hair in the night. All right. Isn't it right? Father. Okay, all right, sorry. So.
Wait, no, keep going.
With what?
Face in the door with the jar. What is it
in the
for?
jar.
All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? All the lonely people. Do you know about Ginger Banks? Where do
Who's Ginger Banks?
come from? She's a porn star. And by the way, there's a lot of porn stars out there, okay? Can I just say she's like supremely unique in the fact, and I want to learn from her. I will bow down from her to her. I'm sorry, my prepositions. I will bow down to her. I just want to learn. Can I tell you something? She has no shame associated with any of the freedom that she enjoys with her work. She makes that ass clap. She makes it clap on Howard Stern, Ginger Banks. And she has no shame associated with the freedom she enjoys in her work. I wish I could be like Ginger Banks. I want to be like Ginger Banks.
Well, I mean,
but I'm not. I'm Tokyo Cunt Punch. I'm bound to like. I'm like, I'm bound to follow in the footsteps of Amy Winehouse. Like Amy Winehouse is waiting for me on the other side. Like ha ha ha, I told you like ODing is the best way to go.
Tell me your weird connection with Amy Winehouse because I've never been clear on that.
I turned down the deal that ended up going to her at Universal Republic in 2007. It was a $75,000 three single music deal with an opt for a $500,000 record deal, depending on how it went. It's 717. It's a palindrome right now, AM. Honestly, like she's fucking cool. She like left. She was hanging out with the fucking guy with the great hair from the Mighty Boosh, Noel Fielding.
Yeah.
That was her homie. And Julian Barrett.
Have you ever seen him do the Kate Bush dance? He dressed up like
No.
Kate Bush and did a Kate Bush dance on some kind of one of those that English yearly comedy fundraiser. He put on the red dress and did the Wuthering Heights fucking Kate
I mean,
Bush
you know
dance.
about him? You know about Noel Fielding?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I love him.
yeah, yeah. He's good.
Do you think he gets extensions or do you think his hair is real?
I don't know. I actually forget what he looks like. I know I like that show. So
His hair always looks like
mm,
it's just been like fucking fueled up like at a diesel station.
mm, mm. So
I've unblocked him. I blocked him everywhere and now I've unblocked him everywhere. And like I'm just hoping that like he will, because you know what, the last thing I said to this guy after I
mm,
was heartbroken, I said, "You're just a butthole." And then I had like three exclamation marks. And I think like honestly, even though he's like from the ghetto, like I think he's a real gentle guy. So like I think even that was like, okay, you're blocked, like at least temporarily.
he's just from the ghetto. He's a really gentle guy.
He's just he's just
It's like a Curtis Mayfield lyric.
he's just
Will you
no,
watch your head, please? Because the sun is keeps.
I kind of
Yeah.
like it though, the way it
No, I
comes
don't
in.
like it. It's
Okay.
fucking everything up.
But he's just look,
Mm.
he's just a crack baby. And can I tell you all I've learned
Don't
is that
tell.
I gotta
Okay. Yeah.
listen, I
Mm.
got a soft spot in my heart on for crack babies. That's what I've learned.
Mm.
And you shouldn't be smoking that fucking vaporizer tobacco shit. It's got chemicals that are gonna kill you. You're better off smoking heroin.
It's either that or cigarettes. What the fuck. I'm not smoking like cotton candy flavored shit. That's the one with the chemical. That's the one you get. You get aqua lung or you get fucking
Honestly,
popcorn lung or whatever.
both so miserable.
Cotton candy lung.
I hate
Um,
time. I hate time. I hate that we have
mm,
to I hate that we have to do these fucking technological things. It's
mm.
like you and I, we already have like we
Hey.
already let's just be honest,
Mm,
A-Rod.
yeah.
We already have a telepathical connection.
Yeah.
And if that's not a word, you're welcome, Webster's. It's now it needs to
I'm
be a
trying to
word.
keep this a little more structured because it makes editing take less long, right? The last
I
episode we
don't think
did, it
you should
didn't take
edit
that long because I
I don't
tried
think
to
you should
keep.
edit a goddamn thing in this one
No,
because
I
this
edit out bad shit. So
is perfect.
you're not only a lady of the night, you're also a lady of the stage, correct?
Let me ask my manager, Shoshana, is
Yeah.
that correct? And yeah, she says, okay,
The
sure.
sun is killing everybody. All right. Okay. So as you may know, in Hamlet, Ophelia gives a speech and she says, "They say the owl was a baker's daughter," right? And that actually, most people don't know why the fuck they're just like, "Oh, she's a nut fucking bar," right? But no, there's actually a story behind that out of Gloucestershire, I believe, and yeah, Gloucestershire. And basically, it's that our Savior Jesus Christ walks into a baker's shop, okay, and he's like, "Hey, I'm hungry. I want some bread. Give me some bread." So the it's run by a mother and her daughter, and the mother puts some dough into the oven to cook it, and then the daughter's like, "Hey, hey, 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 that's too big. Look, he doesn't have that much money. Come on, it's too big." So she takes some of the dough off the thing and then puts it back in, and for some reason the dough grows way larger than it should, and he's got this enormous loaf of bread out of this tiny piece of dough because he's fucking Jesus, and he's like, "Yeah." And then it comes out and it's so big, and the daughter's pissed, and she's like, who, and then Jesus is like, you know what? Fuck you, and he turned into a fucking owl. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you think that
because she was so wicked that he turned her into an owl?
Do you think I'll be turned into an owl as well?
It could happen. I don't think it'd be that bad being an owl. Remember David Bowie was an owl.
He was?
In Labyrinth. Remember he turned into the owl in the movie?
He did?
Yes.
Oh, it's been a minute since I've seen that. But I remember
into an owl at will. You know?
I think Jennifer Connelly got like her eyebrows done with like that $5,000 operation where like they pull your hair through your skull.
And they say, some people say that the owl was originally the daughter of a pharaoh of Egypt. And there's there's actually an old little poem about the owl originating as a girl of aristocratic descent. And it goes, once I was a monarch's daughter and sat on a lady's knee, but am now a mighty rover, banished to the ivy tree, crying, hoo-hoo, 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 hoo, 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 my feet are cold, pity me, for here you see me, persecuted, poor and old. And we know that as the Song of the Owl, made famous by Christopher Cross in 1977. Coming up next, it's the Doobie Brothers with What a Fool Believes.
A-Rod, can I tell you? A-Rod.
Yeah, sorry, what?
All right.
Yes.
Can I just tell you, like, on the DL, there's like at least like there's like 2 comedians that I can now fuck to erase the memory of this other comedian. One of them's black, one of them's white. And I'm just telling you, I am now in the cycle of you like fucking comedians, and therefore like I feel like I'm automatically now like just I'm not to be regarded. I'm outside of the census. Like it's like now it's just like I'll fuck a couple comedians just to get over the last one, and it's like now I'm like in the cog of like the comedy fuckery world, and it doesn't. No, I'm serious.
The cog of the comedy fuckery world.
It doesn't feel good. I just feel like, and it's like free hook or pussy. It's like going once and it's going twice.
I mean, look, you don't want to be the official fleshlight of the Comedy Store. Okay?
That's what I am. I'm the fucking pocket pussy of the Comedy Store.
That's the last thing you want. You
That's all I am.
It's the last thing anybody wants.
Shit.
Yeah. Don't be doing that. You know?
Well, I mean, like, what am I supposed to get with my fucking slabs of roast beef?
It's like it's not gonna help you. The bitches aren't gonna like it. Nobody's gonna like it.
And like, I wish I could eat fucking pussy. I wish I knew how to eat pussy, and I don't fucking know.
It's real easy to figure it out. It's real easy.
It's not easy because I've tried it. I've tried it in a threesome. I've tried it in a box with a fox, and I've tried it in a cat with a hat.
Every chick is different. Entirely different. They're all different.
Different. It's like you think you
gotta learn every time. Every time it's a new learning experience.
And it tastes sour like a fucking sourdough fucking piece of bread.
Yeah, it's like lemon butter. It tastes like a lemon butter.
It tastes like a fucking Martha Stewart recipe that like she decided not to go with.
Yeah, that's what I like the lemon butter. The lemon butter is good.
It tasted like a Martha Stewart recipe. She decided it wasn't really great.
It tasted like a Martha Stewart recipe.
She said, you know what Martha Stewart said? She said, you know what, that one's good. And you know what, I'm glad I learned about that one in jail, but I'm not going to put it in my recipe book.
I feel like I look like I'm like a guy. I feel like a weird, like fucking physicist with like muscular dystrophy or something. Like, look at this chair. Like, hello, Tara.
Why you say
I'm
my
Captain
real
Space
name?
Fellow. Yes. When we think of the cosmos, it's
Oh,
weird. Yeah.
should we become astronauts and just like die in space together? Because I feel
I'd,
like that's like really
you know
what like
what?
that's like who we are.
If I had like $100,000 and they're like, and Elon Musk was like, I'll put you in a rocket and send you to die in space, I'd be like, please, here's my money. I'm going. Like, there's no
Elon
way
Musk,
for,
I
how can a
think
regular guy get ahead if he can't die in space?
Elon Musk wasn't Elon Musk hanging out with Lana Del Rey for like a hot sec?
He's evil. He's dating Grimly or Gimlet or whatever her name is.
Right.
Grimy.
Grimes.
Grime. Yeah.
And
He's evil. First of all,
she
he's off for Connor. He's off
Grimes
for
is
Connor
listen,
and he's a
listen,
tech guy. It's like everybody loses.
listen, Grimes is a medieval individual. Grimes is conspiring with the aliens, and I don't even need to look my cats in the eyes to tell you that's true.
Mm.
Grimes is out of
You
control.
got to stop with the light. It's hurting everybody. All right. How is Grimes out of control? Tell me. Who she could? Why? What aliens? Why? What is she doing? What's her game?
Well, number one, she's conspiring with I want to say Deanna Donovan, but the truth is, it's like she's conspiring with like the store.
Hmm.
She's conspiring with the store that will make like fucking vaginal unitard bikinis that like go out, and it's like
Well, I like
she's
that.
conspiring. She's conspiring with fashionistas that design a leotard to go out at the bottom instead of crown, and it's like, oh, that's your pelvis with all of your reproductive capabilities. And it like comes out and there's ruffles, there's like fucking gold shit.
I don't like ruffles.
Like, I'm just telling you, like, you think Grimes is all cool and fun and games and shit, but like honestly, she's like she'll wear like a glass piece to fucking try to hide the fact that she's conspiring with aliens. And it's cool. Like I've done DMT. I know the aliens control everything, and I know we gotta submit to their fucking control. It's like once again,
Ruffles have
7
ridges.
it's 7:30 a.m. and you know what? The aliens, they know what time it is.
Is Deanna Donovan Donovan's evil daughter that sprung from his skull like Athena from Zeus?
No, but she might be my manager because she wanted to manage me a year ago, and like my consultant at the time was like, I don't know if you should have a new manager because then I have to teach her the new ropes of everything. But then I realized, oh, my new manager don't want shit to do with me, so maybe it's good to have a new. I don't know.
All right, folks. Well, hold on. We're gonna call it quits for this episode of Let's Kill Ourselves. Anything to leave the folks
Can I
with?
just say one thing? Like, can we like for real kill ourselves? Can we for real kill ourselves?
I'd like to.
Because like otherwise, what are we
You know what
doing?
I've been doing? You know what I've been doing the last
What?
couple days? I use the Citizen app, and whenever because there's like constantly reports of assaults in this neighborhood. Whenever I see a report for an assault, I jump in my car and I go to where it is and I see what's going on. And every time there's been cops there, but like I'm hoping that at some point there won't be cops there and I'll be able to attack somebody who's attacking somebody because I just want to hurt someone. I just
What
want
are you
someone
gonna
to hurt
do?
like I do.
What do you want to do to them?
I'll punch them or stab them or something. You know, whatever. Like,
Will
makes
you
sense.
stab me like but fatally?
No, I can't.
Why? Because you want some fucking podcast co-host?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
What did I buy all this shit for? You know, come on.
Me too. I have all this shit coming in the mail, and I don't know what the fuck it's for. That's a good knife. But can I tell you something? I really just.
Oh my god, the light! You're killing everyone at home.
I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to one of your exes, and it doesn't matter who. But I just want to go to one of your exes, and I just want to like, I want to pretend like we're in a movie from the '90s, and I want to get my boom box with my AA batteries, and I want to blast some horrible song from the '90s, and I just want to be like, this is it. Like, are we gonna fucking make it work or not? I want
What
some
of
like
my
nice,
exes?
yeah. I mean, who do I have?
To do with me.
I'm a fucking hooker. Who the fuck am I gonna get? A fucking man in his 70s that lives in Redondo Beach and has a wife and kids? What am I gonna get?
A were vixen, a bird woman. I don't know. But hey, that was this episode of Let's Kill Ourselves. Maybe if we're ready for it, maybe we'll delve into bird women some more. Okay.
We really do want to kill ourselves. This is not just like a fun title.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. We really just, especially now when nothing, fuck it. Everything's empty.
It's in a pandemic, and we really do want to kill ourselves. We always have wanted to.
That's
right. We just need a little bit of extra courage to do it all the way.
That's right. That's all we need. Donate, kids. All right. Peace. Let's kill ourselves.